So Shan, I just want to know how can someone use their existing tech stack to show up on LLMs? Someone asked this in your DMs, and I think it was a very valid question.
So I think marketers like using a lot of tools. There's a lot of different categories, maybe 3 or 4 I can think of that you can already start using, right? For example, almost everyone has GA4, analytics tools like GA4. Uh, you can use that already to start looking at traffic, conversion, pages, top LLM sending traffic, again because of the UTM tracking. The second one could be again similar. You usually probably have a CRM, and because of your UTM tracking, you might also be able to see the same things, but again stretched out to MQLs, SQLs, pipelines, quality of leads. But again, because of UTM tracking, you can start from a page visit to everything else in a CRM. The third one, oh, I didn't think of this one. The third one could be attribution tools like Factors.ai, and they also add the deanonymization layer, and they also add the attribution layer to it, right? So if you add the deanonymization layer, you suddenly can do things like hey, what kind of companies are coming in, what industries are coming in through LLMs, and you can understand the quality of traffic better, and which industries are you attracting through LLMs better. Or if you add the attribution, you can also understand where does it fit in your entire journey better. That's the third one, I think. The fourth could be so it could be existing SEO tools, right? So I think things like Semrush has recently released a few features. I think that they've just launched something quickly. It's not very useful right now, but yeah, they've just taken the same thing, expanded a little bit. It's not useful. It's not reliable. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that. So I don't think anyone should use that for AI search optimization yet. Maybe they'll come up with something better later on. Fifth one could be one interesting one is chatbots. So like when you have a chatbot in a website, you get to know what questions people are asking or your users are asking, and you can answer, what questions they are and what answers they are and stuff. So you can take that information and then you can figure out that, hey, does my website already answer that? Because LMs won't ask your chatbot questions and then get that data and then serve it as an answer. They'll only look at what's already there on your website. So if it's not there, it won't answer that. And again, think of it in this way, right? Your chatbot is a chatbot on your website. LM search is a chatbot that everyone already uses, has a lot of adoption. They want answers there and here in different times. So you probably want answers to be there in both, right?
Correct.
So it gives insights on what people are searching. Another one could be search tools like Google Search Console and Google Ads. Those could be we use that actually in Chosenly already, but we pull in data so you can understand what people are searching for, and you can use search data as proxy to understand, hey, what are the base queries and base demand for different things. It's not an exact science, but you can turn those searches into prompts, and then those prompts can be used to sort of understand behavior and start, right? And also now in Google Search Console, you can see a lot of those prompts from Google AI mode, which
Okay.
can maybe eventually give us some insight on how people prompt and what they search, even when it's longer paragraph-like searches. Yeah,
Is that all?
yeah, I think that's all.
Okay. So then, what is the need for a dedicated platform like Chosenly or any other, dedicated AISO platform?
Yeah, so I'll not talk about others. I'll talk about us for now because I think the direction that we are building it in is slightly different. So first of all, we use a lot of this data as input to build better reports. Like, so for example, all of these platforms I told have very good data in themselves. Google Search Console has great data, Google Ads, so we take that as for the search properties. GA4 has good, GA4 and CRM have their analytics thing, so we bring that in. So we already use anything we can, and again, I'm hoping to partner with, hey Shri, if you're watching, partner with Factors.ai, and also then maybe chatbot companies to bring in their insights into Chosenly. I don't know if anyone else is trying, but we will eventually get there as well, right? So anything that's good about these tools, we either partner with them or have already integrated with them and get all those insights in. Now, the big difference comes in that, hey, there are insights and data, Now what we are doing is we are truly operationalizing it. So first we need to enrich it with more data to make it useful for AI search optimization. So for example, let's take the search ones, right? Like getting search data from Google Search Console or ads. So you get keywords. Now we can convert that into prompt, then find citations, and then run it multiple times to make it even uh, a little bit more stable, and like group them in different ways and run campaigns in different ways. So all of that feature post keywords is the thing that really makes the data useful. That's what Chosenly does. Even if you look at the chatbot example, sure, there is things like in chatbots, you'll have things like, hey, what are people searching for? But then, hey, what is already present? So we can collect that information not only from chatbots, but we can connect that information from sales teams and also what LLMs believe. And then from there we can also see, okay, what do they already find and what is missing, who's the top recommendation, and then what information can you add to your web presence. If you're trying to add to your web presence, what can you add to your website, what can you add to other places. So all of that after that chatbot insight can be a starter point, but everything else is what we add, right? And even like in analytics, right now I think Factors, GA, CRM give a very good analytics module, but all of that is more like the result of your actions. It's not really what's when you do some work, what's happened immediately. So what Chosenly does, it brings in the leading indicators really well, right? So without going into too many details, like for simple search, like it does information about you. Can LLMs even find information about you? We have very good visibility, rank, style metrics to know whether are you going to become the top recommended once LLM have the information about you. We have very good like metrics which shows, okay, where are your top recommendation versus where how many times are your competitors top recommendations. And then finally, if to find where LLMs are lying about you, we have very good metrics on, okay, how is that, how are misrepresentations changing month over month. So again, we also have, so the analytics tools share more of the lagging indicator as of now, and we bring in the leading bits also. So again, like all these platforms are amazing at what they do. Chosenly is a dedicated platform for what it does. So if you are looking to if you have decided that, hey, you know what, I'm serious about this, I want to go all in, then you get Chosenly. If you just want to know, hey, my board is asking, manager is asking what is happening, you could probably get away with using a lot of the existing tools, getting some insights, and when you're serious about implementing, you can get something like Chosenly, because hey, Chosenly is a $400 a month tool, which I understand is not very cheap, right? But it's
Yeah.
definitely worth it if you're trying to implement.
Got it. But can B2B companies actually show up on LLMs just based on the insights they get from their existing tech stack?
So it's like, hey, if you didn't have an SEO tool, could you still do keyword research? You can, but if you haven't prioritized what you are doing, it gets harder to figure out, hey, what should I do first? Or like just finding a few insights could get a little, could take longer, right? Could get more expensive, could take a lot more manual effort. So it's something similar to that, right? Like, okay, you can get maybe 20 to 30% of the insights that you get from Chosenly by doing a lot of manual effort. The quality of the insights will be lower. And you will, unless you have all the data, you will not be able to prioritize it. But also you will miss out on the 80% of the stuff that we have. So yeah, sure, you can start doing a few things on your own. And that's what a lot of our prospects do. And then they quickly realize, and they're actually the best buyers who are already starting to do things. They realize, hey, I need a tool for this. There is no way doing this manually makes sense. So then
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
then you can get more.